So both sides of politics at the moment are talking about locking people up more. How do the Les Twentyman Foundation hear that? Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Raf.
Focus on locking people up. How do you hear that?
Oh, look, it's pretty disappointing to hear that. As the late, great Les Twentyman always used to say, locking kids in jail doesn't solve any problems, doesn't make anyone safer. It's the university of crime. All it does is increase the likelihood of that young person going on to commit more crimes. And so what we would like to see is more programs that sort of focus on engaging with kids when they first get involved with criminal behaviour or have first connections with the police or start heading off the rails, wrap around the supports that kid needs. There is some provisions in the new bill around early intervention programs like ours, so we're encouraged by that, but it costs $500,000 to lock a kid up in prison for a year, and that would pay for 4 full-time youth workers for our program. When you see that, the economics of it are really stark.
That's an interesting comparison. Lock someone up, the cost of locking one person up could pay for 4 youth workers.
That's exactly right, yeah. Those youth workers would see hundreds of kids a year and provide the supports and really make a huge difference in the community as opposed to locking one kid up. So any time we can intervene as early as we possibly can, and if we can wrap those supports around them and get these kids back on track, that's the best outcome for them, their families, and ultimately for the broader community.
Chris, I get a ton of texts and a ton of calls whenever we talk about this saying, where are the parents? Focus on the parents. Parents need to take the lead. Do you agree?
Well, family is really important. Kids aren't an isolated unit that just go around doing whatever they feel like with no one else around them. Obviously, families are super important. A lot of families are struggling, and a lot of the work that we do is actually trying to support families too in making the choices that they make.
Listen to this text. It's just signed anonymously. My son-in-law ended his life in February just before he was due to go to court. He had been involved with the police for a long time, but with the intervention of family support and counselling, I believe he would have had hope. He would have had hope. He was raised in a family who did not provide unconditional support or love. It makes a difference. My heart aches for him every day. So these stories are happening on our streets and in our suburbs as I speak to you.